10022. 22. Now paper number 22. Now in this one, first let us start with question numbers. As 6 to 10, any doubts in these 5? 6 to 10. Then 11 to 15. As any doubts in these 11 to 15? Tell me whether any doubts in this one or not, 11 to 15. Yes, so how many of you have done these 5 questions 11 to 15 in this? Chapter 11 to 15. Now in this one, shall I start with this one 11 to 15? Now in this question numbers 11 to 15, some of the persons seated in a straight line. Now earlier, since 2016, in 2016 as well as in 2017, in most of these IBPS PO Tier 1 as well as in Tier 2 examinations, some persons are seated in a row is given, isn't it? Some persons are seated in a row. That will be based on some 3 questions were given on that one, a small set for this one. And but whereas here, in some of the examinations, some persons are facing, some persons are seated around a circular table is also given, isn't it? Now this is the first time wherein we have introduced the person as well as a parameter. Okay, hence we have given this is 1 for 5 marks. Then some of the persons seated in a straight line facing north direction, and everyone got different ranks in a unit test for 25 marks. Now the unit test and each of them persons got different ranks, hence maximum how many persons could be there in this classroom? 25 persons, isn't it? And the number of persons in that row cannot be more than the 25. Can you finalize this one or not? The next one. And find out the seating arrangement according to the ranks. Only 2 persons are seated between K and the one who got 6th rank. Between K and the 6th rank, how many persons must be there? There must be exactly 2 persons. 2 persons must be between K and the one who got the 6th rank, and the one who got the 7th rank is sitting immediate neighbor of whom? Immediate neighbor of either A or K. And similarly, the rank of the one who is second from the right hand equals to and so on. The rank of the one who is seated 10th from the left hand, one is seated second from the right hand and one is seated 12th from the left hand. B is seated to the immediate right of the one, 11th rank, P is this one. And one who got 8th rank is between A and K. Now let us start with this one. The one who got 8th rank is in between A and K, isn't it? Now between A and K there is one person, and who is that person? That person is none other than this 8th ranker, isn't it? And so how many possibilities do we have? And again, and one of them sitting at an extreme left hand of the row. One of them is seated at an extreme left hand of the row, isn't it? Extreme left hand of the row, one other person is there. Either A can be at the left extreme or K can be at the left extreme, isn't it? Hence, we have how many possibilities? We have some 2 possibilities to this A and K. Now, if A is here 1 and this will be K, and what is the other possibility here? K is 1 and A will be here. And who is the person seated in between A and K? Yes, the 8th ranker is in between A and K. Here also the 8th ranker is in between A and K. And at the same time, one who got 8th rank is seated between A and K, and one of them seated at the extreme. Persons who seated to the immediate left of P got the double rank, and who got 2nd rank less than as many persons between. Again, let's go back to this one. Now between K. Now K and the 6th ranker we have 2 persons, isn't it? Now we are coming back to the first statement. Now K and the one who got 6th rank, how many persons are there? There must be exactly 2 people. As there must be exactly 2 people, 1, 2, and this person is the 6th ranker. And similarly here also 1, 2, and this person is the 6th ranker, isn't it? Now between K and the 6th ranker, there must be exactly how many persons? 2 persons. Now in both the cases we have taken this case. And one who got 7th ranker is seating an immediate neighbor of either A or K. Now this 7th ranker must be an immediate neighbor of either A or K. Now in this one, A is here, immediate neighbor of A got 8th ranker, immediate neighbor of K should get 7th ranker. Now in this case, immediate neighbor of K is at the first place, immediate neighbor of A is getting 8th rank, and immediate neighbors of A is getting 8th and 6th rank. There is no possibility to this person, the 7th ranker, to be seated in adjacent to either A or K, isn't it? And the second case is ruled out or not? Yes, finally we have removed this one. Now we are left with how many cases? Now we are left with only 1 case. Are you following this one or not? As of now we could able to fix some 6 persons. Then the rank of the one who is seated second from the right hand. Now here he is talking about whom? The person who is seated second from the right hand. And again, if you observe here, the rank of the one 10th from the right, either A or K. One who got 8th rank is seated between A and K, and one of them sitting at an extreme left hand of the row. And persons who is seated immediate left of P got the double rank than T. Now this T who got 2 ranks, now we are talking about this T. Now this T who got 2 ranks lesser than the one who is seated second from the left hand. Now tell me who is seated second from the left hand? 8th ranker. Now this T got 2 ranks lesser than this 8th ranker, means this T must got 6th ranker. Hence T must be the 6th ranker. Are you following this one or not? As of now we could be able to finalize this one as well. Then as many persons between T and the one who got 7th ranker, double the number of persons seating to the right of B. Now sir, in between the 7th ranker and T, how many persons are there? There is exactly 1 person. And to the right hand side of this B, how many persons should be there? 2 persons, isn't it? Hence B is the 3rd person from the right hand. Are you agreeing this one or not? Okay, because now in between A and T, 7th ranker and T, the number of persons is 1. To the right hand side of B, the number of persons must be double than this one, isn't it? Hence this B, to the right hand side of B, we should have only 2 persons. Then right hand side of B, we got this one. Then next again, persons who is seated to the immediate left of P got the double rank than T. Immediate left of P, what is the rank of this person? Immediate left of P, that person got the 12th ranker. Isn't it? Double the rank of what? Double the rank of T. Now this T got the 6th ranker, and the immediate left hand side of P should get 12th ranker. Done with this? Immediate left of this person should get the 12th ranker. And who got 2 ranks lesser than the one who is seated second from the left? As many persons between T and the 7th ranker, double the number of, we have taken this one. Person who is sitting 6th from the left hand. Now person who is seated second from the 6th from the left hand, who is that person? T. Now this T got, now this less than 1 rank less than the one who is seated 4th from the left hand. 4th from the left hand is 7th ranker. Now this T is getting 6th ranker. This information is not at all required. Without taking this information, we could able to finalize the ranks of this 7th ranker and the 6th ranker as well, isn't it? And next one, as many persons sitting between the 10th and the 12th ranks is same as the number of persons between 10th and 6th rank. 10th and 6th ranker and 10th one and 12th ranker, there must be equal number of persons. And person who is seated second from the right hand, his rank is 3 times than the person who is seated 12th from the left hand. L is to the immediate right of the person who got the 9th ranker, isn't it? Now as of now, we do not have any information which is okay enough or important. Then coming back to the first statement. From here, the first one, let us check out the conditions once again. 2 persons in between K and the one who got the 6th rank, and the one who got 7th rank is seated in immediate neighbor of either A or K. The rank of the one who is seated second from the right hand equal second from the right hand rank of the one who is seated second from the right hand is equal to the sum of the ranks of T and the person who is 6th from the right hand, isn't it? Now as of now, we cannot take this information. The rank of the one who is sitting at 10th from the left hand, 10th from the left hand equal to, now 10th from the left hand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here he is talking about this person, isn't it? Now 10th from the left hand is equal to the sum of the ranks of the one who is seated second from the right hand and the one who is seated 12th from the left hand, isn't it? And next one, this one also as of now we cannot take this information. And B is to the immediate right of the one who got the 11th rank. Now whatever this B is sitting to the immediate right of the one. Immediate right of the one means this 11th ranker must be at this place. Are you following this one or not? And B is sitting to the immediate right of the one who got 11th rank in an exam. And P is sitting 4th to the left of B. P is seated 4th to the left of B. As B is here, 1, 2, 3, and P is 4th to the left of B, isn't it? P is 4th to the left of B, and immediate left hand side of P is the 12th ranker. Done with this? And we have this information. P is 4th to the left of B, and 3rd to the right of the one, and P is 3rd to the right of the one who is the 10th ranker. Hence, this person is the 10th ranker. Are you following this one or not? P is 3rd to the right of the one who got the 3rd rank, 10th ranker. And one who got 8th rank. Now, sir, this is separate information and this is again separate information. Then what is the information which can combine these two? Yes, any information that can be the rank of the one who is seated second from the right is equal to the ranks of T and the person who got sixth from the right hand. Next at the same. Sixth from the right hand. Now tell me who is the person sixth from the right hand here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't it? Who is that person? Immediate neighbor of this P. And sixth from the right hand. The rank of the one seated 10th from the left hand is equal to the sum of the ranks second from the right hand and the one 12th from the left hand. B is seated to the immediate 11th ranker in an exam. P is seated 4th to the left. P is seated 4th to the left of B and 3rd to the right of the one 10th ranker. One who got 8th rank, we have taken this information. Persons who is sitting to the immediate left of P got double rank than T. T who got 2 ranks lesser than this one. Then again, as many persons between T and the one who got 7th rank are double than this one. Person who is seated second from the left, we have taken this information. As many persons seated between the one who got the 10th and 12th ranks. 10th and 12th rank. Now see here, how many persons are in between 10 and 12th ranker? There is exactly one person. As there is exactly one person between these two, is same as the number of persons sitting between 10th and the 6th rank. Between 10th and the 6th ranker, we should have only one person. As the 10th ranker is at this place, isn't it? As the 10th ranker is at this place, how many persons are in between 6 and 10? There must be exactly one. And whatever this one, this person must be the 12th ranker. Now I got this 12th ranker as well. As I got this 12th ranker, now let us start from this 10. 10, there is a blank, there is 12. After this 12, what should happen here? P, next to P is 3 more persons, 1, 2, 3, and that is B, and next to B, these are the 2 persons. This is the final. And so how many persons are there? Tell me 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hence in total how many persons do we have? We are having 17 persons in this row. Now we need to find out some of the other information. The ranks. Person who is seated second from the right hand is 3 times than the person who is sitting 12th from the left hand. Tell me who is seated 12th from the left hand here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now this person's rank. Now right hand side of this person must be double than this. Then one who got the rank of the one who is second from the right hand equal to the rank of the one who is seated second from the right hand is equals to the sum of the ranks of T and the person who is seated sixth from the right hand. S who is seated sixth from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, immediate neighbor of B. Now if you take this person is some X, sixth from the right hand and T. Now second to the left of B. Now this person's rank, second to the left of B, if you take this person is Y. Okay, second to the right hand side of, second from the right hand side is Y. This Y must be equal to how much? The rank of 6 and this X, 6 plus X. And the person who is seated second, sixth from the right hand. The rank of one who is seated 10th from the left hand, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 10th from the left hand means this person is equal to the sum of the ranks who is seated second from the right hand and who is seated 12th from the left hand. Now here we are talking about this person. Now let us take this person as now some G, isn't it? Now this G, the rank of the one who is seated 10th from the left hand equal to the sum of the ranks of the one seated second from the right hand and the one 12th from the left hand. Then afterward, B is seated to the immediate right of the one who got 11th rank. Now the rank of the one who is seated second from the right hand. Second from the right hand is to the immediate right of whom? B, that is Y, equal to the sum of the ranks of T and the person seated sixth from the right hand. We have taken this information, isn't it? Y equals to 6 plus X. And at the same time, the rank of the one who is seated 10th from the left hand. 10th from the left hand, who is this person here? G. 10th from the left hand is G or not? G. Okay? Number is rank. Number is rank. Now this 12 is what? Now the number. The rank of the one who is seated 10th from the left hand is, who is that person? The 12th ranker. Now this 12th ranker is equal to the sum of the ranks of the one who is seated second from the right hand and the one who is seated 12th from the left hand. Second from the right hand, who is that person? Y. And 12th from the left hand, who is the 12th from the left hand? X, Y plus X. Isn't it? Hence, the rank of this 12th is equal to Y plus X. Then what is Y here? Y is 6 plus X. Isn't it? Y is 6 plus X. Hence, we can take X plus 6. Then the rank of this 12 is how much? 12 is 2x equals to 6. Hence, X equals to how much? X equals to 3. Are you getting the answer or not? Now, finally, we got that the rank of X is 3. If the rank of X is 3, follow utunara leda? Now, see at the sum of these two, Y is 6 plus X. Now, this 12 is equals to this Y. Now, this equals to 2x plus 6. Hence, X equals to 3. Finally, we got that X equals to 3. As X equals to 3, one more information is there. What is that information here? That they are lost. Then, as many persons between 10th and 12th rank is same as the number of persons between the persons who got 10th and 6th rank. Person who is seating second from the right hand, his rank is 3 times the person who is seated 12th from the left hand. As who is 12th from the left hand here? 12th from the left hand is immediate neighbor of immediate right hand side of P. And what is the rank of this person? 3. Now see here, left hand side, second from the right hand side, this person got 3 times of this one. Hence this person must got which rank? 3 times of this 3, that is 9th rank. As this person is Y equals to 6 plus X. Now sir, now if this is 3, that will be 6, 9. Now 6 plus X, Y equals to 6 plus X. Then what is the other information here? And at the same time L. What is the rank of L? L is to the immediate right hand side of the last information. L is to the immediate right of the person who got 9th rank. And this must be L. Done with this? And this is what the final arrangement in this one. Though the information regarding the other persons is not known. And question number 11. Who is sitting 4th to the right of T? Yes, tell me who is 4th to the right of T? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the 12th ranker. Now the 12th ranker seated 4th to the right of whom? 4th to the right of T. Now who is seated 4th to the right of T and is none other than the 12th ranker, that is choice 5. Then question number 12. Totally how many members are seated in this line? Yes, in total how many persons? 17 persons. 17, that is given in choice 4. In total we are having some 17 persons. Then 13th one. What is the position of B? Yes, position of B. And now the position of B is, B's position is now third from the right. Third from the right hand, that is choice 4. Third from the right, choice 4. Then next one. How many members seated between B and T? Yes, how many persons are in between B and T? Now the number of persons in between B and T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 persons are in between B and T. 8 persons, and it is given with choice. Number of persons. And question number 14. Number of persons in between B and T is 8, that is choice 3. Then who is sitting to the immediate left of the one who got 7th rank? Immediate left of the one who got the 7th rank. Then who is that person? Tell me here. K is that person. Done with this? And this is about question numbers 11 to 15. Certain number of persons in a row, isn't it? Now the number of persons is not known and the ranks were given. Done? Has completed, and this is about question numbers 11 to 15. Then question number 16 to 18 shall we start? Now question number 16 to 18. Now question number 16 to 18. 16 to 18, tell me what is the information here? Now in this question number 16 to 18, it is based on input and output. Now in this input and output, Now 6, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 4 are the numbers given here. Now in this 6, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 2, 3, 5, 4 and 5, 4 are the numbers here. Now with the help of input to step 1, tell me what is the logic in this one. Now 6 and 3, if you add this one, 6 plus 3 we are getting 9, that is fine. And 1 plus 2 we are getting 3, that is also fine, isn't it? But whereas the remaining is not working at all, okay? Hence it does not come under this model. Now sir, if you multiply the first one and the third one, 6 and 3, what is the sum of, what is the product of this one? 6 into 3 is so much? 18. Now in this 18, the sum of the digits of 1 plus 8 is how much? 9. And this 9 has come like this. Okay, then again coming to this one, this is 1 and this is 2. Now this 1 plus 2 is 3. Done with this? Again, then coming to this one. Now in this one 4 and which one should be multiplied here? 6, 4. Now 4 into 4 is how much? 4 into 4 is 16 and the sum of these two digits is 7, and that is how we are getting this 7 here. Again add these two. Now the second number of this one and the first number of this. 2 plus 5 is how much? 2 plus 5 is 7. Are you getting or not? Done? Then again coming to this one, the first number in the third block is multiplied with the second number in the sixth block. 5 into 4 is how much? 20. As 5 into 4 is 20, then what is the sum of the digits here? 2. 2 plus 0 is how much? 2. And that is given as the first number. Then this 2 plus 4 is how much? 2 plus 4. And what is the next number here? Now this is 2, second number, and the first number is 5. Now 2 plus 5, that is 7. And this is how we are getting step 1 with the help of input. Yes, any doubts in this one, step 1? The first number in the first block is multiplied with the second number in the fourth block, and the product and the sum of those product is taken. And the second number in the first block is added to the first number in the fourth block. Simultaneously, the remaining second and the fifth blocks and third and the sixth blocks. Done with this? Then coming to step 1 to step 2. Now in this step 1 to step 2, tell me how are you getting the here? Now 9. Now 9 and then what are the first numbers here? 9 is the first number, and the other 9 is what? The other first number is 7, and another first number is 2. Now with the help of these three, then tell me how will you get this 25 with the help of this? Chapuna ela vastundi. Now 9 into 2, 18 is added to the middle number. 9 into 2, 18 plus the middle number 7. Hence in total we are having 25. Now this is that number. Again coming to the remaining numbers. Now the second numbers. What are the second numbers here? 3. The last number is 7. 3 into 7, 21 is added to the middle number, that is 7. 21 plus 7, that is 28. And this is 28. Done with this 28? Then, now in this one, step 2 to step 3. Now in this step 2 to step 3, what is the number here? 25 is the number. Then what are the digits in this 25? 2 and 5. 2 into 5 is so much? 10. And 1 plus 0 is so much? 1 plus 0 is 1. This is how we are getting this one. Then the product of this 2 into 5 is 10, and the sum of the digits in 10 are 1 and 0, and their sum is 1 plus 0 is 1. Then coming to this one, 2 and 8. Now 2 into 8 is so much? 28. The digits in 28 are 2 and 8. 2 into 8 is 16. Then how you get 5 with the help of 16? Then here the difference between these two, 1 minus 6 or 6 minus 1 in any order. Clear? Now here, this one we are getting by the sum of the digits in the product. This one we are getting by the difference of the digits in the product. Clear now? And finally step 3 to step 4, as 1 plus 5. Sum of these two numbers is the last number. And if you work out this pattern, you will definitely get the answer. And this is about question number 16 to 18. As followed in this one. Yes. Next one. Then question numbers. Then question numbers 19 to 23. Now in this question numbers 19 to 23, what is the information here? Now 19 to 23, B, C, D, E, H, J, M, N, P, Q, S, U, W and X, Y. Hence how many persons are there in total? 19 onwards, 19 to 23 in total we are having some 15 members are living in 3 different flats of 5-floor building. As 5 floors are there. Now in these 5 floors, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. In total 5 floors. And now how many flats are there in each of these floors? There are 3 floors, 3 flats, isn't it? Now 3 flats. Now 3 flats in this. Then the second flat, but not necessarily in the same order. The second flat is west to the first flat, and the third flat is east to the first flat. Then what is the first flat here? First flat is this one, and this will be the second flat, and this will be the third flat, because the second flat is to the west of the first flat, and the third flat is to the east of the first flat. And this first flat must be at the center. Second flat is the first, that is left hand side, and right hand side of the first flat is the third one. Done with this? And the second flat is west to the first flat, and third is M is living immediately above the one who is living immediately above H. M is, whatever this M is living immediately above the one. Yes, listen this information very carefully. M is living immediately above the one who is living immediately above H. Now there is a person H, and above this person H there is a person, and M is living immediately above that person. Hence between M and H there must be exactly one person. M is living immediately above the one who is living immediately above H. H is living immediate west of X. Now this H is living immediate left hand side of X, isn't it? Immediate west of X. 2 persons are living between X and D. As 2 persons are living between X and D, now sir, X and D, 1, 2, D can be here, that is one possibility. Then what is the other possibility here? M blank H, X is here, and 2 persons between X and D, D will be here. Is it possible the second case? Now if you take the second case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flats were there. As 6 floors are there, but whereas we are having only 5 floors. As you are having only 5 floors, this case is completely ruled out, isn't it? Now we are having this one. Now in this one, how many flats do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4. As there are only 4, hence we will have 2 possibilities, isn't it? Because D can be either on the 5th floor or on the 4th floor, isn't it? Or on the 4th floor. How many possibilities? 2 possibilities. Now I am starting with the D on this one, isn't it? Now D can be either on the third flat or on the first flat. That is also not clearly specified as of now. And 2 persons are living between X and D. D who is living immediately east of C. Now this D is to the immediate east of C. As D is to the immediate east of C, hence now this C must be immediate above this M. The next one, east of C, only 1 person between C and E. How many persons in between C and E? There is exactly 1 person. As there is exactly 1 person between C and E, can you take E above this one? No, because if you take this one, then you will have 6. As it is not possible, hence where should this E? E must be in between M and H. Are you following this one or not? E must be in between, which 2? E must be in between M and H. Now this is finalized. And only 1 person sitting between C and E. E who is living immediate east of P. Now this E is to the immediate east of P, hence P must be here. As P is said, tell me what should be the position of this one. This C, M, E, H must be in the first flat. That must be at the center. Are you following this one or not? Hence from where I can start. Now one of the possibilities C, M, E, H, and the second possibility is C can be on the 4th floor. Now in this one, CMEH. Now CMEH, immediate right hand side of C is D, isn't it? Next one, there are two persons in between these two, X must be here. If X is here, P must be here. Done with this one? Now this is one other possible. Then no one living between P and S. As there is no one living between P and S, S is living immediately below J. No one living between P and S, and S is immediately below J. S is here and J must be here, isn't it? S is immediately below J. And immediately below J, W who is living immediately west of U. W is immediate west of U. As W is immediate west of U, as W is what? W is living immediate west of U. As W is living immediate west of U, tell me where should this W and U? W and U must be on the first floor. If W and U is on the first floor, that means W and U must be in this floor. If W is in the first floor, this is first floor, second, third, 4 and 5. What are the assumption we have taken? C and D at the fifth floor is true, isn't it? Now W and U can be like this, or W and U can be like this. There are two possibilities to this W and U. And W who is living immediately west of U, two persons are living between U and M. As two persons in between U and M, U is fixed. As U is fixed, W is to the immediate left of this U, this W is also fixed. And W is living immediately west of U, two persons are living between U and M. M who is living to the west of Y. M is to the west of Y, and so where should this Y? Y must be here. Y who is living immediately below D, Y is living immediately below D, isn't it? Now if you take this info, Y is living immediately below D. Y is living immediately below D, and two persons are living between D and X. Now this information not required because we have already taken. And X who is living immediately above Q. X is living immediately above Q, Q must be here. If Q is here, Q he is living immediately to the east of U, and this information is also not required. And U who is living immediate below H. U is immediate below H, this is also not required. And H who is living immediate east of B. H is immediate east of B, then B will be here. If B is here, then who is the person left over? S, N. N is the person left over, N must be at this place. And this is how these 15 persons are staying in 5 different floors, and in each floor there are 3 persons. Done with this? Now this is about question numbers 19 to 23. Yes, shall I explain the questions or not required? 19 to 23, first write down this final arrangement. (19 to 23). Then question numbers 24 to 28. Yes, completed 24 to 28. Yes, tell me how many of you had done this one? 24 to 28. Hola? 24 to 28. Now in this question numbers 24 to 28, tell me what is information here? Honest, saint, most, speaker. And if you observe here 4, 5, 6 and 7, isn't it? Now the number of letters in each other, what I am talking about. Now in the first sentence, honest, there are 6 letters, saint 5 letters, most 4 letters, and the speaker we are having 7 letters. And virgin, mobile, trust, perfect here. Here how many letters are there? 6, 6, 5 and 7. Now let us come back to this one. Now in the second one, there are 6 letters here, isn't it? Now mobile, there are 6 letters. As 6 letters are there, tell me which symbol is repeated here? Hash is repeated. Hence, hash stands for what? A 6-letter word, isn't it? Hash stands for 6-letter word. Next in this one. Now in the next statement, if you go for this one, body. And body is a word which is repeated. Then how many? What is the symbol which is repeated? $. Now this $. Stands for 4-letter word, isn't it? 4-letter word. Then small, and then small, bond, poorest and mobile. Now in this one, 4-letter word done. 4-letter word stands for what? $. 4-letter word stands for $. Next one, in this one, saint. Now saint is 5-letter word and 6-letter word. Now in this one, 6-letter word is here, and here 7-letter word. 6, 7, and at the same time here there is 6. Here there is 6, isn't it? Now here there is 6, and now 6 is Now 6 is anyhow we have done hash. Now 7 letter word. How will you get this 7 letter word here? 6 is here, 4 is here, then 5 letter word is there, and 5 letter word is here, and 5 letter word, where is 5 letter word here? 5 letter word is here, and 5 letter word is here as well. Now in this 5 letter word, trust, found, and this one, and which symbol is common among these three? At the rate of, hash is nowhere, percentage and at the rate of. Between these two, which is common here? Chapandi. Percentage. At the rate of. At the rate of is common. Hence 5 letter word stands for what? At the rate of. If 5 letter word stands for at the rate of, then what is left over here? 4, 5, 6, 7 letter word. Now this 7 letter word, what is the other symbol left over here? Percentage. Now this is how the codes for this. Done with this? Now this is about the symbols. And with regard to symbols, I hope none of you have found any difficulty, isn't it? Then coming to these numbers. Now in these numbers, now to this one, honest is a 6 letter word, isn't it? As honest is a 6 letter word. And what is the symbol to this one, honest? Honest, that is hash, and that is E hash 11. Hence honest. Now to this honest, what is the code? Tell me here. E hash and 11. And next one, what is the code to the word saint? Saint is 5 letter word, and the code to this word saint is 5 is what? At the rate of, and at the rate of S at the rate of 5. S at the rate of 5. Next one, S at the rate of 5. And honest, saint, and what is left over here? Most. As tell me what is the code to the word most? Most is a 4 letter word, and this 4 letter word, what is the symbol here? Dollar, and $6. $6 stands for what? $6 stands for 4 letter word. 4, 5, 6 were done. Now the 7 letter word is what? Speaker. And what is the code to the word speaker here? Now the code to the word speaker is 7 letter word. Now it is a percentage, B percentage 14. And these are the codes. Now we need to identify the letter and the number, isn't it? Then how are you getting this number here? Number is 11. Then what is the value of H? H is 8, and here S is how much? S is 19. Now this 19 minus 8 is how much? 19 minus 8 is 11. Now the difference between the place values of the first letter from the left hand side and second from the right hand side is the number. Now let us check out whether the remaining follows in the same way or not. Here S is 19. What is the value of N? 19, and value of N is 14. Now 19 minus 14 is how much? 5. Hence we are getting 5 at this place. Then similarly M is 13. Here S is 19. 19 minus 13 is how much? 6. Hence we are getting number 6. Now here S is 19, and here E is 5. 19 minus 5 is how much? 14. Hence we are getting 14. Done with this? And this is how we are getting the number. Then coming to this letter. Yes, so how are you getting this letter? Now sir, letter is T and O. The last letter from the first letter from the right hand side and second letter from the left hand side. Now the difference between the place values. Tell me what is the value of T? T is 20, and that is the first letter from the right, and the second letter from the left is O. What is the value of O? 15. Now the difference between 20 and 15 is so much? 20 and 15 is 5. Now this 5, fifth letter is E. Fifth letter E is the answer. Done with this? Let us check out, cross check once again for this. Then what is the next one here? Tell me. Then now sir, coming to this S. Now S, what is the value of this one? The last letter is T. T is 20. The last letter T is 20. Then what is the second letter here? A. A is so much? 1. Now 20 minus 1 is so much? 19. Now the 19th letter is S. And this, for this saint, S is written as the first letter. Then coming to this one, T is 20, O is 15, 20 minus 15 is 5, fifth letter is E. Here R is 18, P is 16, and 18 minus 16 is 2, second letter is B. Clear now? This is how these 5 questions 24 to 28 are coded. Done with this? Has any doubts in this coding and decoding? After going to your home, work out these 5 questions. Now these 5 questions along with the input and output. Input and output also I have just explained the logic. Now you need to solve those 5 questions at your home. Okay? Applying the same logic. Then question numbers 29 to 32. As question numbers 29 to 32. Now in this 29 to 32, as tell me any answer to this one 29 to 32. Among 6 people P, Q, R, S, T and V. 29 to 32, these questions are based on what? Based on data sufficiency. As these questions are based on data sufficiency, and again how many statements were given in this one? There are 3 statements. 3 statement data sufficiency. Earlier we have discussed about the priority. The first, we should always go through the options, and the first priority is always for individual statements. The first statement, the first priority is for individual statements. Now in this one, tell me where is individual statements here? Statement 1 alone, 2 alone or 3 alone, that is there. Hence the first priority should be for this one. Now what is the question here? Now the question is about then who lives on the topmost floor? Now there is a choice like either 1 alone, 2 alone, 3 alone, isn't it? Now let us check out with 1 alone whether we are getting the answer or not. There is only one person between the floors of R and Q, and the person who is living on the 6th floor, the topmost floor, we cannot able to determine, isn't it? Hence 1 alone is not sufficient, which implies that 1 alone, 2 alone, 3 alone, that choice is completely ruled out. Done with this? No need to check out only 2 and only 3. Then individual statements were ruled out. Now we need to check out for what? Combination of 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3. Now if with 1 and 2, one person between R and Q, and T does not live on an even number floor, and Q lives on an even number floor. Q lives on an even number floor. How many floors do we have? 6 floors. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now we are going for condition number choice 1, that is statements both 1 and 2. Now with the help of 1 and 2, tell me how many possibilities do we have. Now this Q. Q does not live on the, Q lives on an even number floor, and Q does not live on the topmost floor. As Q does not live on the topmost floor, hence Q must be either on the 4th floor or Q must be on the 2nd floor, because this Q is on even number floor. And T does not live on an even number floor. As T does not live on an even number floor, T must be an odd number floor, isn't it? Q lives on an even number floor, and Q does not live on the topmost floor. Then what is the first one here? There is one floor between R and Q. As there is one floor between R and Q, R will be here. In this case, either R can be here or R can be here. Now by combining 1 and 2 also we cannot able to determine, isn't it? Hence choice 1 is ruled out. Then what about choice 2 here? 2, 1 and 3. Now 1 and 3. Now S lives on an odd number floor. There are 2 floors between S and P. S lives on an odd number floor. How many possibilities we can have? S can be on the 1st floor, or S can be on the 3rd floor, or S can be on the 5th floor, isn't it? And S lives on an odd number floor. There are 2 floors between S and P. As there are 2 floors between S and P, here P must be here. Now in this case P must be here. Now in this case P must be here. There are 2 floors between S and P, and T lives on a floor immediately above R's floor. T is immediately above R's floor. Now in this case we are getting 2 different answers. Here also there are 2. In this one only we are getting T is immediately above R. Hence with the help of 1 and 3 also we are having more than one possible. Hence 1 and 3 is also not sufficient. Then whatever choice 3 here, choice 2 is done. Then the data in 2 and 3. Now we need to check out whether 2 and 3 is sufficient or not. And 2 and 3, yes, what is 3 here? 3 is S lives on even number floor, isn't it? And what is 1? Earlier we have checked out there is one floor between R and E. The data in 1 and 3. 1 and 3 is not sufficient, isn't it? Now we have taken this 3, and there is only one person between R and Q. As there is only one person between R and Q, Q will be at this place, isn't it? Now 1 and 3. Then now we are checking for what? 2 and 3. Now as you are checking for 2 and 3, now I am taking condition number 2 and condition number 3 in this case. Now the third possibility I am taking in this case. Then tell me what is the answer here? Then S lives on an odd number floor. S can be either on the 1st floor or the 3rd floor or the 5th floor, isn't it? Then next one, there are 2 floors between S and P. There are 2 floors between S and P. P is here P is here P will be here. 2 floors between S and P. And T lives on a floor immediately above R's floor. T is immediately above what? T lives immediately above R's floor. Then as T lives immediately above R's floor, and this is the case in this. Now this is condition number 3. Now we need to combine condition number 2. T does not live on an odd even number floor. As T does not live on an even number floor, this case is ruled out, isn't it? Now I am combining 2 along with 3. As T does not live on an even number floor, now T cannot be on the 6th floor. Now in this case I am talking about T cannot be on the 6th floor. As T cannot be on the 6th floor, T is here, then R will be here, isn't it? And again coming to this one, as T does not live on the even number floor, T cannot be on the 2nd floor, hence T must be here, immediately above R will be here. Done with this? Out of these 3 possibilities, 1 is ruled out, now we are left with only 2 more. T does not live on an odd even number floor, Q lives, that means T lives on an odd number floor, and Q lives on an even number floor. As Q lives on an even number floor, now in this one Q will be here, now in this one Q will be here. Q lives on an even number floor. Q does not live on the topmost floor. As Q does not live on the topmost floor, this is also ruled out. Then who is the person here? The topmost floor, P is the person. Then which statements are required? 1, 2 and 3 is sufficient in order to determine the answer. Done with this? Hence in the case of data sufficiency, you should always take as many possibilities as you can, because if you could able to prove the second case, there is a second case, you cannot get the answer. Done? And this is about question number 29. As 30th, as tell me what is the answer here, question number 30. Now in question number 30, again going through the choices. What are the choices here? 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 1 alone, 2 alone, and all the 3, isn't it? Then tell me. Now the data in 1 and, now first we should check out for what? 1 alone, 2 alone, or 3 alone. 1 alone, 2 alone, or 3 alone. Then what is the question here? There are 6 letters W, R, S, and A. Is answer the word that can be formed after performing the following operations using these 6 letters once. Now E is placed 4th to the right of A. Now I am checking out only condition number 1 alone. E is 4th to the right of A. S is not placed immediately next to either A or E. S is not in these 2 places, S can be at this place. Now this is the only thing. Now sir, with the help of this one, there is no information given about the remaining 3 letters, hence 1 alone is not sufficient, which implies that choice 4 is completely ruled out. Done with this? As choice 4 is completely ruled out, now we need to go for the combination of 1 and 2, 1 and 3, and so on. Then what is choice 1 here? 1 and 2. What is 1 here? E is placed 4th to the right of A, S is not placed immediate next to either A or E, and R is placed. As of now, how many letters are there? There are 5 letters in this one. We are having only 6 letters. Then R is placed immediately next, either left or right to E. R can be either at this place, that is one possibility, and what is the second possibility here? S here at this place, and E is here, R can be here. There are 2 possibilities, isn't it? And R is either immediate left or immediate right. And W is placed immediate next to S. W is an immediate neighbor of S. W can be at this place. Here W can be either at this place or at this place. Are you getting any answer here? No. We are having more than one possibility. And now the question is about what? Is the word answer be formed? Now as the question is based on is, now we should definitely say yes or definitely no. Now here maybe yes or maybe no. Here if N is here, then W will be here yes, or in this case it is not. Hence as you are getting 2 different answers, maybe or may not be, hence choice 2 is ruled, choice 1 is ruled out. Then coming to choice 2. What is choice 2 here? 1 and 3. Then by combining 1 and 3, E is placed 4th to the right of A. A is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. E is placed 4th to the right of A. S is not placed immediate either A or E. Hence S must be at this place only. Hence in total how many possibilities? Now as of now 1. Then 1 and 3. Now the third one. Both N and W are placed immediately next to S. Immediately next to S means if N is here, W will be here. Or if A, S and E. And if W is here, N will be here. These are the 2 possibilities we have. Either left or right is not clearly given. The word, both N and W are placed immediate next to S. The word does not begin with R. As the word does not begin with R, hence this word R must be at the last. Now in this one, as R must be at this last. isn't it? Because all these 5 letters must be adjacent to each other. We cannot arrange any one of these letters meanwhile among these 5. Then the word does not belong. A is not placed immediately next to W. As A is not placed immediately next to W, this case is ruled out. As this is ruled out, then what is the final answer we are getting here? Yes, we can able to form the word answer with the help of these 6 letters, and by taking which 2 statements here? 1 and 3 are sufficient. And that is given in choice 2. Then question number 31. Yes, question number 31, tell me what is the answer here. Now this is based on directions. Now in these directions again let us go for 1 alone, 2 alone, 3 alone was there. 1 alone, 2 alone, 3 alone was there. First we should check out that one. What is the statement here? Point D is in which direction with respect to B? D is in which direction with respect to B? D is in which direction respect to B? Now it says statement 1. A is to the west of B. A is to the west of what? A is to the west of B. First I am checking out choice 4. A is to the west of what? A is to the west of B. Next one. C is to the north of B. C is to the north of B. Next one. D is to the south of C. D is to the south of C means D can be either at this place or D can be at this place. D can be either to the north of, in between C and B, or below this B. Hence, as you are getting 2 different possibilities, hence D is in which direction with respect to B. D can be either north or south. As you are getting 2 different answers, 1 alone is not sufficient and choice 4 is completely ruled out. Done with this? As choice 4 is ruled out, then we need to check out for the combination 1 and 2. What is 1 and 2 here? In 1 we have A is to the west of B, B is here, A is to the west of B, and C is to the north of B, and C is to the north of B, and D is to the south of C. D can be either here or D can be here. D is to the south of C. Then condition number 2. What is 2 here? G is to the south of D. G is to the south of D. D is here, G can be south. Or D is here, G can be south. And G is to the south of D. G is 4 meters from B. G is 4 meters from B means either towards north or towards south. That is also not known. And D is 9 meters from point B. D is 9 meters from point B, again towards north or south is not known. Hence 1 and 2 is also not sufficient. Hence choice 1, choice 4 are ruled out. Now we are left with 1 and 3. Now in this 1 and 3, now condition number 1. Now this is condition number 1. A is to the west of B, C is to the north of B, and D is to the south of C. D is to the south of C. Then condition number 3. What is condition number 3 here? A is to the west of B. A is to the west of B. B is exactly midway between A and E. B is exactly midway between A and E. Tell me where should this E? E must be somewhere at this place, isn't it? Because B is exactly midway between A and E. F is to the south of E. F is to the south of what? F is to the south of E. D is to the west of F. S. Now as D is to the west of F, D is here. As D is here, hence D cannot be in between C and B, isn't it? Now D is fixed or not? Then what is the question here? In which point D is in which direction with respect to B? Yes, D is to the south of B. Are you getting the answer or not? As D is to the south of B, in order to arrive to this conclusion, as what are the statements that are required here? Only 1 and 3 are required, that is choice 2. Done with this? Now this is about question number 31. As next to question number 32. Now question number 32. How is 1 coded in the given coded language? How is 1 coded in the given code language? Now we need to find out the code to the word 1. Now in this 1, how is 1 coded in the given code language? One of its kind. Again, one of its kind. With the help of statement 1 alone, we could not able to derive the code. Hence, choice 4 is ruled out. Then we are checking for the combination. Now, sir, 1 and 2, if you check out here, within the statement, one of its kind and in kind and cash. What is the word which is common here? Kind is the word which is common. Hence, I could able to determine the code. Now, in order to find out the code to this 1, if all the codes of its and kind is known, 1 will be left over. or if 1 is repeated anywhere else, I can able to determine the code for 1, isn't it? 2 cases. Now, as of now, I could able to determine the code for kind, but as I could not able to identify the code for 1. Hence, choice 1 is ruled, only 1 alone is ruled out, hence choice 4 is ruled out. Then coming to this one. Then in condition number 2, if you check out here, it's point for origin and make a point. What is the word which is common here? Point is the word which is common. As point is the word which is common and its point for origin, it is the word which is common between these two, hence I could able to find out the code for it as well. By combining 1 and 2, I could able to find out the code for it and kind, but whereas 1 and off are left over. Hence, as of now, I cannot find out the code. 1 and 2 is ruled out. Then if you take 1 and 3, if 2 and 3 is ruled out, why it is 2 and 3 is ruled out? Because 1 should be used, because only 1 is there in only in condition number 1. Hence, 1 should be a part of this answer. Hence, 1 and 3 if you check out here, make money and cash, 1 and off, that is as it is. Hence, 3 is not at all required, isn't it? Then, by combining. Now, sir, 1 and 2 is not sufficient and 1 and 3 is not sufficient, then by combining. If you combine this, off is the word which is common between. Off is common, here also we can able to find out the code off. We are getting the code for off, we are getting the code for its, and we are getting the code for kind. Hence, what will be left over here? 1 will be left out. How are you getting the answer here? Only by combining all the 3 statements you are getting the answer. Hence, in these type of data sufficiency, we are not checking out what the answer is. What are you checking here? We are checking out whether the given information is sufficient or not. Done with this? Now, this is about choice 5. The data in all the statements 1, 2 and 3 are together are necessary to answer the question. Done? Yes, anything else? (33) onwards. Srikanth? Yes, next one please. Yes, we are stopping here today because we are running out of time, and the next one is quant. Okay. And still, if any doubt, please bring them tomorrow. I'll explain it sometime or the other. Okay? Because 1 hour and 1.5 hours is not sufficient to this paper at all. Just we could able to complete only